Hi dear students, today we are going to study a new short story named The Cock and the Anthem written by famous American short story writer named William Sidney Potter. William Sidney Potter will not be a familiar name to you people. His pen name is O. Henry. He is famous for his short stories which have ironical elements and also surprise endings in it. So, before getting into the chapter, I will say you people a small experience by me. When I came here, I was thinking about getting a good year ahead, a beautiful year teaching you people, with engaging with you people, having a good academic life ahead. And everything changed when the global pandemic spread all over the world and our state was also not spared. So when I came here, I was thinking about the whole year I will be teaching you people, even the things that we are doing now was not planned. Nothing was planned in this way. We people were supposed to sit in the classroom and teach this thing, and we will be able to discuss about all these things in the classroom. But nowadays, we are not able to do so. It's all because our life is all endorsed with such sort of ironical, surprising things that we have no control upon. Okay, so we can get into the chapter. When the short story opens, we can see in Madison Square Garden in New York City, the famous Madison Square Garden, our protagonist or the main character of our short story named Soapy is sitting there in a bench. He was wearing an old cloth with torn pockets, torn things, torn clothes, and even he was wearing a old shoe which was not even helping him to survive in that summer. But when he looked around, he get to realize that winter is arriving. It was almost like a death knell to him. Winter is arriving because he had no good dress, good shoes. He doesn't even have money to buy a new coat. When it is winter there, it will be extreme cold there, and he won't be able to survive in that extreme climate without even having a good dress, and also he doesn't have a house too. Then he realized winter arriving by looking at the nature. He some leaves were falling down to his legs. The people are running around buying new winter coats. The pigeons, like the many birds, are flying towards south to help themselves from getting amidst of this dangerous climate. And he thought that surviving in this dangerous situation in this winter in such an area will be almost a dangerous thing to him. So he decided to execute a different plan to help himself having a beautiful, a soothing life. So for some past winters, he doesn't have a home at that time also. So some past winters, he lived in a place called Blackwell Island, in a jail there. At winter time, he had the best time there. He had good food there, good shelter there. He had given bed every day there. And this year also, he was planning to go back to that island where jail is there. So getting into a jail is a bit crooked one. How he need to execute some plans, crooked plans that will aid him to get into the jail. So first try he did was he tried to get into a posh, a star rated, a beautiful, a big restaurant where he will be ordering food, and after that he will be having that food, and after having he won't pay them. Obviously he don't even have money to pay them, and he will not pay them, and the manager of that restaurant will call the cops and they will come and get him to the jail and for the next 3 months he will be having a soothing life there. So he thought that now I can execute my plans and get into the jail by doing so. After executing all these plans, he get into the Broadway in Fifth Avenue Street, and he looked at a beautiful restaurant and he tried to get into there. But the problem was that when the starting of the story itself, we have said that he was wearing torn clothes, bad clothes without any proper stitching and so on and so on. And see, he was planning when he tries to get into a posh restaurant. Of course, the security will not allow him. The security rejected his entry to there and he was thrown away. He thought that, oh, my first try has got into vain and what I am going to do? I will be in danger. So, still another idea came to his mind. He thought a better crooked idea. So, he picked up a stone and threw that stone to a shop there. And he was welcoming the cop. Because if you throw a stone to a glass in a shop, obviously they will be calling the cops. Cops means policemen, okay? And they will be calling the cops and they will be coming and arresting him. And he will be just sent into the jail by the judge. And when the cop came there, he was almost happy like anything. Come, my dear cop, come and get me to the jail, get me, arrest me and get me to the jail. He was almost in a blissful mood there. But the cop get there and asked him, Mister, who have thrown the stone at the shop? So he was almost amazed. What are you asking? I am the one who have done it and you are asking myself. Cop doesn't believe it because cop said that if you have committed such a crime, will you be daring to stand here? You must have at this time. Meanwhile, you will have been running away. Meanwhile, a guy was running away that side, and the cop go back here. And the Soapy thought that second try also got into vain. Now the dangerous things are happening to me. What is going to do? What am I going to do? Oh, I can even think about leaving my life here in New York, in Madison Square Garden, in a public park at this extreme climate. I won't be able to survive. So, another idea just blew up his mind and he thought of doing next thing. The next idea he thought was he will be acting like a drunkard and behave like a public nuisance, and if a cop get to see this, obviously he will arrest him and get him to the jail. And he came near a cop and he seemed like he's a drunkard and he was shaking like anything and he was partying like anything, but the cop doesn't treat anything. So he was like, again, what is happening here? I am a drunkard, I am a public nuisance here, I am creating a problem here. Still you people are not arresting me. What is happening here? What the cop thought was, the next cop thought was, why should I arrest him? Because a football match was going on and a particular team, especially a team from Yale was said there. It was not said in your textbook, it was said in the exact short story copy, okay? The fans of that football club is celebrating like anything. The policeman, the cop thought that he might be a part of that fans and they have received the order to do so, to do the celebration, what all sort of celebration they love to do. So next point also he got in the way. So next he he thought about doing another thing. Another idea came into his mind. First time when he get into a big restaurant, he was not allowed to enter. So now he will enter into a small restaurant, a medium-sized restaurant. So he get into a medium-sized restaurant. He had something. He had his tummy full, and when money was asked, he was He said that I don't have money. You people call the cops and I will be getting arrested and I don't care about this. Nothing happens the way he expected, and the securities came there knowing that he doesn't have money with them, and they didn't call the cops. They just grabbed our Soapy in his ears like a small kitten and they threw away him to a concrete floor. And he was he was almost boiling with anger, and he was saying that, oh my god, what is going to happen, because the most dangerous thing that have ever happened to me is coming to my life. And no, I must not suffice with all these things, and I will make a better plan, a plan that will aid me in surely that will aid me in getting into the jail. So he thought about the best thing that he can do that will help him to be in the jail. So he was planning to do a robbery, a theft. Suddenly, when he looked around, he saw a man who was buying a newspaper. His umbrella was beside him, and that umbrella, our Soapy suddenly grabbed that umbrella and ran away towards a cop. And the man came there, and Soapy was really happy. He was thinking that now, if I have done this theft, obviously I will be caught and I will be sent to jail. That time also, nothing happened. Because the man said that, does that umbrella belongs to you? Because I got it today morning here. I think that it is yours, you can take it. So he was again boiling with anger, and he's in his mind, oh my god, what am I doing? Everything is going above my head, and everything that going is uncontrollable by me. So what is going on? So he, in his own anger, he said that, yes, this is mine, and he walked away. Meanwhile, walking away, he threw away that umbrella. At that time, a beautiful anthem was heard. Anthem is obviously you will be knowing our national anthem. So that anthem means a song, a melodious song that is played. Here it is a religious song which is sang out from a church there. When he heard that song, his mind almost got into his nostalgic feelings. He thought about his childhood home, his mother, his family, and the best days he have ever had. And he went back to his childhood home, and staring there, he thought that, so I had the best days in my life here. So why shouldn't I live here again? Why shouldn't I start my life again? Because I am not an old man now. Still, I have the young blood in me, and I can, without any doubt, I will be able to get a new job and I will be making a beautiful life again. And he was also thinking about once a businessman have even offered him a job too. And he thought that next day onwards, I will be going to that man and asking for that job, and I will start my life again with ever charm and beauty. Meanwhile, thinking about all these things, when he was when he was standing and thinking like this, an arm was kept in his shoulder, and when he looked back, he get to realize that a cop has arrived there, and the cop asked the Soapy, "Hey man, why are you standing there? Why are you roaming here? You doesn't belong to here, and why are you roaming here?" Soapy was almost having his anger at his maximum, because whenever he needed a cop, he was not helped by him. So now he thought about arguing with him. He lost his old temper and started to argue with the policeman like anything. Because why should I say to you? Why should I speak to you? Why should I do all these things to you? Because I can stand wherever I want. But the cop doesn't like this attitude, and he was arrested and picked up by the cop and sent him to the jail. And the funny part is that the judge gave him a verdict that sentenced him to sent to the prison for 3 months, which he was longing till for a minute ago, for some times ago. The story ends where a surprise ending is happened. A surprise ending has happened. So the most unexpected thing occurred in Sophie's life. He have tried 5 or 6 times to get into the jail and he was rejected. When he was thinking about getting back to his normal life and having a beautiful life which he has lost, and at that time he was arrested and sent into the jail. In the same way, we can work out for anything. We can plan, we can try to execute anything in our life. But life is the most ironic thing itself. We can't judge our life. Obviously, we will be having many longings in our life. We will be thinking about being something and something and so on and so on. But whatever it is, there is a beautiful thing called as fate. Because even if we try to do so, something nowadays we at the starting of the video itself, I was speaking to you people about unexpected things and about the global pandemic, the COVID-19 that is going around, that have resulted us in taking a video lecture and you people being sitting there. How many people expected this? And even if we doesn't, we don't longs to be here. Obviously, we do feel that you people also want to come back to the school. But are we able to? There is a beautiful thing in our life called as fate. We can try to overcome it, but without any ado, we will be able to deal with it. So I hope you people are able to digest the chapter well. If you confront any sort of doubts, any queries related with the chapter while going through the chapter, please feel free to ask. Thank you all.